Hello everyone, you got the Bub031 here again, and it's now time for another build series of my Debeaujeu expansion. We're going to be doing the last little bit of track here with the existing Debeaujeu and the curve. We're going to be getting all that done, and probably the next episode will be wiring after this. So I hope you all sit back, relax, and enjoy. All right, so after a little bit of time of setting up everything complete and adding the existing Debeaujeu series, not only that, fighting off a swarm of rabid mosquitoes, I am joined by Mr. Railway Bob and Trains by Perry here, as we are going to continue actually mating the existing Debeaujeu to the new Debeaujeu. Now, just imagine, you got your existing right here. That's 16 feet that way. We got a 4-foot section there, a 4-foot section there, and the remaining 4-foot section is going to be there. So this is going to be one giant module when it's as one at a show or at the club meet. So this is going to be something. But today's going to be probably the most busy day of trying to mate this. We got to get the road bed down a little bit to match up before we can put the other two pieces of track in. And then we're going to have to mate all this to the actual track as well. So there's going to be quite some work here to do. So stay tuned. Another thing that we also have to do here is we also have to take off the backdrop so that we can access. And we had to take off the plexiglass protector. So this way here we got more room and we're not going to cause any damage that we can, or very minimal damage to the module, but we should be good to go from here. Okay, we are continuing here. As well, for this update, just to let you guys all know, is when we actually were putting the existing and the new portions together, this sort of lifted a bit from early building, so we had to re-glue that. So right now it's pinned. It's looking pretty good now. So what we're probably going to do is once we get the Debeaujeu back together, we will start laying the track. Here we go.
Another thing that we were also doing was pulling the module back and forth, connecting it, disconnecting it, just to make sure that the road bed was actually level with the existing road bed on the existing modules, as we're doing right here, once the glue was dry. As well, here, reheating the ties on the existing module for joiners to go in.
Okay, just to let you guys all know, I'm now going to be switching from HO scale to L scale, Lego scale. Just kidding. Okay, we actually saved a lot of time here, to tell you the truth, because we actually were able to marry the code 100 to a code 100, and the bend is going perfectly right where we have to go. So what the plan is now is that we're going to cut it somewhere around here. We're then going to solder, and then we're going to put the code 80 transition 100 to 83 and join it right there. So yeah, we actually saved, so I don't really have to cut this far back. We actually saved a lot of time. And as well, we're going to also, once we're completely set and once we're happy, we got this all down and sanded to nice and flush, we will epoxy these two tracks and then epoxy what we have to get done. All right, here we go. Okay, so with that time saving, we're actually now trying something here. I did have a code transition from 100 to 83, but we would have to do a lot of cleaning to it. But I'm also going to show you guys, with the help of Mr. B here, he's going to show us of actually how to make rail joiners to go from code 83 to code 100. So Mr. B, how is this process supposed to work, and how do we do this?
So what we've done is we've taken a code 100 rail joiner, we've slid it onto a piece of code 100 rail halfway on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my snap saw and I'm going to cut a slot across the rail joiner.
Okay.
Halfway through, down to the bottom of the rail joiner. which I've now done. And so now we have the rail joiner that is slotted in half. So what we're going to do then is we will slide a code 83 rail into one end, code 100 into the other end, halfway through. And then what we're then going to do is we're then going to put some kind of a file or something underneath this end of the rail joiner and press down so that the rail joiner then is going to go up until the top of the rail on the code 83 is flush with the top of the rail on the code 100, and then we're going to solder it.
So this is basically another way, if you don't have a transition or if you're having issues, this is another way of trying to actually transition from 83 to 100, correct?
Correct.
All right, let's put this into practice.
Cut another one.
So right now you can actually see, I'm going to zoom in here as best we can. Actually, that's as far as we can go. You can actually tell just by the difference in the camera of which rail is now flush and which rail is still gapped. So what we're going to do here now is, now we have one set, we're going to solder the one and then we can work on the other one after.
Add some more solder. Okay. Okay. I'll put it on the top of the rail.
Go.
Let's go. Back towards me. Okay. Okay.
Moving from finally getting all the joining and that done, we have now applied our no nails to the road bed. We also made our groove for the switch there, and now we're just going to massage this curve right around to go into the existing the new modules. Now we did have to do a little bit of change up here, which I will explain at the outro. But right now, we're just trying to line up everything just right so that we get a nice even curve coming around the bend here. So, just hope you all enjoy this laying of track.
Until we get it all in.
Then taking the Dremel, as you saw there, doing all our cuts, and after a long day, track is laid. What do you guys think?
Okay, everyone. Well, from the beginning of the video, I thought we would also get the epoxy done, but we had quite a bit of work here on just the curve itself. We are completely completed though. So we did have to do some slight changes. I am going to have to realign the siding switch right here. It's going to have to come off here into a spot. It's just how the rail wanted to go, but it's a nice gentle curve coming out onto the main line, as you could see there. But all in all, it looks fantastic. And it marries up nicely with the existing. this was one hell of a project. But hope you guys all enjoyed this for now. Next episode, it's probably not going to be for a bit because we got the trackside barbecue coming up next weekend and other stuff is busy. So I may have to put this away for a bit, but who knows? A video of epoxying and wiring will probably be coming up shortly. Like I said, still got to do all the feeders. We still got to do underneath the wiring as well. But yeah. This is a monumental feat that we have done here. So, I want to definitely thank Railway Bob and Trains by Perry for helping me out with this. Now that the track's done, we'll see where we go from there. So, thank you all for watching. And as always, make sure the signal's green and keep moving down the line.